Escuela TV se transmite simultáneamente a través de Facebook, YouTube y Twitter. Síguenos. Escuela TV se transmite simultáneamente a través de Canal 28, Libertad 102.1 FM, Opus 1510 AM y Vive FM. Escuela TV se transmite por Vive FM en los municipios de Anáhuac, Sabinas, Cerralbo, Montemorelos, Linares, Galeana y Doctor Arroyo. Escuela TV, tercer grado, secundaria.
Hello, I am Luis Carlos Villarreal Martinez, and I am a teacher for secondary here in the state of Nuevo León. And guess what? Yep, today we are going to practice English. Before we start, we have to remember, very important, we have to wash our hands. Okay? It's a very important habit. As I was telling you before, today we are going to be practicing English. Before we start the class, I have to invite to you, and I have an important information to you about something in specific, and I'm gonna talk in Spanish. Te voy a hablar un poco en español y te voy a invitar para que seas parte de el siguiente concurso. La convocatoria en donde los estamos invitando a participar en el concurso Tengo que decirte mamá, en el cual podrás enviar una carta a tu mamá y los ganadores el próximo lunes serán dados a conocer y podrán leer la carta al aire, es decir, aquí vía telefónica. Podrás ganar premios. Para los alumnos de educación especial y educación indígena podrán participar en el nivel que les corresponde. Es decir, puedo participar en educación inicial, preescolar, educación primaria o secundaria. Una vez que ya te mencioné esto, now let's continue practicing English. Let's start. So, as I was telling you before, this is going to be the class to practice English. I don't want excuses like, hey, the teacher is speaking English. Come on. When you play the video games in your house, do you remember the first time that you play Mario Bros? Did you finish the game? No. So you make some errors, mistakes, and that is acceptable. So that is correct. What I want you to do is to practice English. For today, we need some materials. In specific, I want you to ask your mom or your father or your brother to fill with water 2 bottles with the same size. You can take soda bottles and you can fill them with water. These materials are going to be very important for the class. Let's start with previous knowledge and say hello to One Punch Man. The previous knowledge. What do we know before the class of English, before this class? But I am totally sure that in the classroom, you were practicing this information with your teacher of English in elementary school and secondary or junior high. Instructions. Let's remember what you have learned, as I told you before, at school with your teacher. Read and complete the following sentences. Number 1, the Spanish teacher, the elements of a comic. What do I remember hearing the Canal 28 about the class of Spanish, talking about the comics? Well, the Spanish teacher, then we have the options. A, show. B, think. C, consider, or D, explains. So, if we start to think about it, what's the answer? According to this information, you're right. Explains. So, the expression is, the Spanish teacher explains the elements of a comic. Let's talk about the second one. Students, that a comic is a sequence of drawings. It could be like a definition, okay? So I remember that I was watching in my house, I was watching here the class, the Canal 28, I was watching the Spanish class. And then the teacher was describing what is a comic and what are the characteristics of a comic. So let's complete this expression. Students, that a comic is a sequence of drawings. Take, learn, you know what is learn? Play, or put. What's the answer, class? I want you to think about it. Students take, that a comic is a sequence of drawings. Students learn, that a comic is a sequence of drawings. Students play, or students put, that a comic is a sequence of drawings. Tell me your answer. I'm waiting for it. You're right. Students learn. We learn the definition, what is a comic, what are the characters, and what are the main characteristics of a comic. Let's continue with the next one, number 3. Teachers of English, the hello song at elementary school. What are the options? Sing, buy, walks, set. I want you to analyze the expression. Teachers of English sing the hello song at elementary school. Teachers of English buy the hello song. Teachers of English walks. You know what is walk? Teachers of English set the hello song at elementary school. You're right, this is correct. Teachers of English sing the hello song at elementary school. As you remember when you were studying the elementary, or for people that is studying in the present elementary school, as you remember, this is like a routine. Teachers come with the CD player, or they connect the cell phone, and then they play some songs. Number 4, teachers work, listen, use, or went different markers in the class. What is happening here? What's the right verb? What's the right option to have it correct? Teachers work different markers in the class. Is that correct? Is that possible? Teachers listen, option number 2, listen different markers in the class. Letter C. Teachers use different markers in the class. Or teachers went, letter D, the last option, went different markers in the class. I'm waiting for you to answer, and I hope that you are practicing English. Remember, there is not gonna be a chance to learn English if we don't practice it. You are correct. Congratulations. Teachers use different markers in the class. Very important. Let's continue with number 5. My hands during 20 seconds. Then we have 4 options. I define, I invest, I read, or I watch. I was paying attention to you, teacher, when you started the class, and I listened this verb, and I am completely sure that the answer is wash. And you are correct. I wash my hands during 20 seconds. Then let's talk to the number 6, about the number 6. The soccer players, remember soccer players? It's part of occupations, what you start to learn when you take the first English lessons in kindergarten or elementary school. Soccer players, the fair play. What's the fair play? The fair play, it's when you respect the rules of the game. The soccer players study, respect, drive, or cook. You are correct. The soccer players answer. Letter B, respect the fair play. Number 7, the song Tusa. And this song, it's very famous and it's very popular because my students in junior high and secondary, they used to sing the song and they used to listen a lot. What happened with you? You create, you play, you talk, or you lose. A, B, C, or D. What's the answer? You create the song Tusa? Did you create it? Nah. You play the song Tusa? You talk the song Tusa? Or you lose the song Tusa? That's correct. You play the song Tusa. Number 8, the Dr. Hugo Gatell. The Dr. Hugo Gatell. We watch this doctor every day at the conferences. Okay? The Dr. Hugo Gatell. Us is the community, everybody. Us about the COVID-19. Informs, read, watches, or go. The Dr. Hugo Gatell, you are correct, informs us about the COVID-19. We have a break and we will come back.
Escuela TV, tercer grado, secundaria. Regresamos. Esto es Escuela TV.
Sigue viendo Escuela TV. A lo largo del día, tu vida busca un nivel lleno de música, aplicaciones y, claro, videojuegos. Y tu nivel debe ser nivel 5.
Aquí en tu programa favorito, Nivel 5.
Sábado 10 de la mañana. Canal 28.
De Nuevo León no eran escuchados. Elegimos mirar diferente. Durante esta administración, hemos dado certeza en su trabajo a más de 14,000 maestros con su base laboral. Un pendiente de años finalmente resuelto. Esta es la mirada diferente. Gobierno de Nuevo León.
Celebrando a mamá desde casa, con las sorpresas que tenemos para ti. Este domingo 10 de mayo, totalmente en vivo, la comedia de Unicornio Azul, en punto de las 7 de la tarde. Enseguida, el concierto de José María Napoleón desde la Feria de San Marcos a las 8:30 de la noche. Y para cerrar esta gran fiesta, el concierto Otra vez juntos con Armando Manzanero y Susana Zabaleta, en punto de las 9:30 de la noche. Domingo 10 de mayo, en simultáneo por Canal 28, el Sistema Radio Nuevo León y nuestras redes sociales. ¡Feliz Día de las Madres!
Canal 28. Canal 28. La televisión de todos.
Escuela TV, tercer grado, secundaria.
Let's continue. It's good to be here. Pay attention, class. As I told you before, you play the song Tusa. The Dr. Hugo Cattell informs us about the COVID-19. Then, number 9, what teachers request every day. Here in the Canal 28, on TV, the Facebook, radio, or even your teachers in your school. You repair, you like, you visit, or you answer. Yep, you answer what teachers request. What is request? When they tell you, hey, homework, you have to investigate these words in the dictionary. That is, okay? So you answer what teacher requests. Number 10, the mathematics teacher, or math contraction, the mathematics teacher checks, draw, snow, or wait. The results. What's the answer? Analyze it. A, B, C, or D. Mathematics teacher checks their results. Simple past, no. Simple present. Now it's gonna be the time to remember what's the simple present. Well, the simple present, it's a tense that we use to express actions that we repeat every day. To do that, we use verbs, okay? The verbs can be used in first or second person, but there is a specific rule about the third person. What's the third person? What's the third person, class? He, she, or it. The third person is when we express information about a boy, when we express information about a girl, or when we describe information about an object or an animal. Rule number 1, add the S for most verbs. What is that? Well, we have the verb work. Work. In first person, we can say I work. Second person, you work. We or they work. But when we want to use this verb about he, she, or it, we have to include the S, as the rule is telling it. We have to include the S, and it is works. Rule number 2, add or include, add the ES for words that end in CH, S, SH, X, or Z. In that case, we have these examples. I watch, you watch. What happened about he or she? It's gonna be watches. For example, hey teacher, my brother watches Netflix all the time. you are using the third person. Pass, passes. It's gonna be the rule of third person. Relax, relaxes. Rush, of course, we add the ES, rushes. For example, if I want to say, my best friend passes the ball excellent to me. Rule number 3, if the verb ends or finish in the consonant plus Y, change the Y to add I and add the ES. What is that? Study. We have a consonant, V, and then we have Y. It's gonna be change, Y, and we use the I, and then we add the ES. Study, I study, you study, but if we want to use he or she, it's gonna be studies. My father studies Japanese at night. Rule number 4, if the verb ends in a vowel plus I, don't change the I. Pay attention. Play. It's different to the last one. Play. It's not a consonant. We have a vowel and then we have Y. It's gonna be plays. Rule number 4, irregular forms. We have do, I do exercise, or we have third person, thus. Go, it's gonna be goes. Be, that in specific, I am, he is, she is, you are, etc. Have, it's gonna be has. I have a red car. My best friend has a white card. We are using the rule for third person, and that's why it's very important. Unconsciously, you were practicing this and you remember it. So, congratulations, class. You were correct. Then number 10, mathematics teacher checks. We use the third person in here. Checks the answer or the results because we are talking about the mathematics teacher. The mathematics teacher, it's an extra person, so that is an extra person. It's called the person number 3, and we include the rule of it. Let's continue. Let's make a very simple exercise. We have first and second person, and then we have the third person. Example, we have watches. According to this, teacher, I remember that the usual verb is watch. So if I have the ES, that means that is third person, and this is he, she, or it. Okay, very simple. Invite. This verb, it's written in first, second person, or third person. Tell me. This is first and second person. I invite, you invite, etc. False. That's correct. Third person. Dream. Okay. That is base form, basically. This is for first and second person. Dream. Okay. It's catches. We continue talking about third person. You know what is the action is it, but if I want to say that a person, one of my friends in the school, it's so much, we use the S. Catches, fight, first and second person, fly, this verb, it flies, third person, you're right. And then we have dance, first and second person. Let's continue. Today's topic, it's gonna be the first conditional. What's the first conditional? The first conditional, is used to talk about actions or events in the future, will or want, which are likely to happen or have a real possibility of happening. That is the first conditional. Basically, when we have an initial situation and then we will have a consequence or a result. We use the simple present, very important, and we use the future in the same situation. So, can we use present and simple future in one expression? Yes, it is possible. Let's continue. First, we need to comprehend that there is a condition. The condition is if, and then we have the simple present. Then we have the situation. The situation is, if I study so hard, and there is a comma, if I study so hard, this is the condition. If my mom cooks Mexican food, if you eat healthy, if she travels to Spain, that is the condition. The result involves the use of simple future. We use will, or the apostrophe and the L, okay? The result, it's going to be the consequence. I will pass my exams, my dad will be very happy, you will be on shape. She will take many pictures. How do we express a first conditional expression, sentence? So, for example, how can I make the complete situation? If I study so hard, this is the condition. What's going to be the possible result? I will pass my exams. Number two, if my mom cooks Mexican food, my father will be very happy. That will be the result. If you eat healthy, you will be on shape. What is on shape? That you are like a fitness person. If she travels to Spain, she will take many pictures. Then we have an active pause. What's an active pause? It's very important, class, to make some physical activity. I will become a cartoon and I want you to make some abs. So I want you to help me and do it at home. I will become a cartoon. Let's stretch our body when we prepare our body for working out. And let's make some abs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Continue doing it at home. Yes, it's hard, but it's gonna be a good habit for you, class. It's very important, the physical activity. And we're done. We have a break and we continue.
Escuela TV, tercer grado, secundaria.
Sigue viendo Escuela TV.
Música en vivo e historias con los protagonistas de los sonidos más representativos de nuestra ciudad. Llevamos el concierto a tu casa. Sonidos Live. Viernes 9 de la noche.
Canal 28.
Son tiempos de contingencia. Hay que quedarse en casa para proteger tu salud y la de todos. Sigue estos sencillos consejos para mantenerte sano.
Aliméntate de manera saludable.
Limita el consumo de alcohol y de bebidas azucaradas.
No fumes.
Haz ejercicio.
Convive con tu familia.
Comparte las labores de la casa.
Escucha música, lee y juega con tus hijos.
Para más información, visita coronavirus.gov.mx.
Y quédate en casa.
Gobierno de México.
Los festejos de mamá inician este 10 de mayo con la serenata del Mariachi Vargas de Tecalitlán, el mejor mariachi de México, en punto de las 12 del mediodía, celebrando a mamá desde casa.
Canal 28. La televisión de todos. Clasificación A.
Escuela TV, tercer grado, secundaria.
It's good to be back. We continue. We can express the condition in a negative way using don't. So we can make a negative phrase and the condition will be negative if we use don't. But in a specific, I, you, we, or they. Doesn't, it's gonna be for the third person. He, she, or it. Plus the verb in present. So I can say, if I don't study, etc. If he doesn't, or if Pedro doesn't, that's gonna be a negative situation. And then we include the verb in present, very important class. Please consider it. We can express the result, the consequence, in a negative way. Can we express the result, the future action, in a negative way? Yeah. We use want. In that case, will, it's not. It's gonna be want. I want, you, we, and they. First and second person, it's gonna be want. Third person, he, she, and it. As you can see, talking about the future, the simple future, we use will for all pronouns and we use want for all pronouns. Then we use the verb in present. Let's make a very simple exercise. This is the condition. If Goku transforms into Saiyajin, and then we have the rule of third person, what's gonna be the consequence or what's gonna be the result? Freezer will die. Do you remember this part of Dragon Ball Z story? Yes, when Goku transformed for the very first time in Saiyajin because Krillin died again, Freezer will die. Then we have number 2. Condition. If Rogelio Funes Mori, or Rogelio Funes Goles, as people call him, scores an excellent goal, this is third person. Scores an excellent goal, like that one. Do you remember that night? Because I do it. I was in the stadium and I was very happy because of this goal. What's gonna be the result? Rayados will be the champion. In the Azteca Stadium, we won. Then we have the number 3. We have the condition. If we listen to Susana Distancia, what's gonna be the result? What will be the consequence? We will return to school. So that's very important, class. Consider it. Consider Susana Distancia, consider Hugo Gatel, consider the Dr. Manuel de la O here in our state of Nuevo León, consider the government indications to return. We want and we wish this result. We will return to the school. You will see your teachers again. Then we have number 4. If Thanos snaps his fingers, what will be the result? Spider-Man will die. I don't want to go, Mr. Stark. Do you remember this part? Well, there is a condition. If Thanos snaps his fingers, Spider-Man will die. If he asks, person number 3, if he asks her, a lady, to be his girlfriend, result, he will go to the friend zone. Friend zone people, are you there in Facebook? Friend zone people, are you there in Facebook? Reading time. I am going to start to read an article, and you're going to be reading along with me. So let's start. Please practice. Reading comprehension is very important. Robots. When we will have robots, we already have many kind of robots. Industries use a variety of robots. Now robots are becoming more common in the home. The Husqvarna company makes a lawn mowing robot called the Automower. The robot has sensors that detect where objects are in the yard, and it will maneuver around them. The robot will cut the grass while you relax with a glass of lemonade. Also, Eureka now makes a robotic vacuum cleaner. Like the robot lawn mower, the vacuum cleaner automatically detects where the furniture is and vacuums around it. Let's continue. Keep reading with me. Cars are becoming robots. Now that many cars have the GPS. What's the GPS? Yes, you're right. Global Positioning System on them. A car with a GPS system can give you directions on how to go somewhere, tell you where the closest gas station is, and someday in the future, why not, will drive itself. You will take a nap or read a book while the car drives itself to your destination. We even have a robotic pets now. The Sonic company makes a robotic dog named Aibo that can sit, stand, and walk like a regular dog, but can also communicate, and even that, this robotic dog can take pictures. Aibo understands the certain commands like a dog does, such as sit down, stand up, turn right, etc. If you ask Aibo a question such as, how old are you? Its eyes will flash the number of years old it is. Aibo is also a great guard dog. He can patrol the yard and take pictures with a built camera, anything suspicious. Then we have an activity. According to the reading, match the following expressions or following questions with the correct answer. But we have a break and we will return.
Esto es Escuela TV. Continuamos.
La salud de nuestras familias, alumnos y la propia es lo más importante. Es por esto que les solicito atender y cumplir con las recomendaciones que nos señala la Secretaría de Salud. Recuerden que en equipo siempre será posible lograr un ambiente familiar y educativo más armónico y seguro. Y por favor, quédate en casa.
Sigue viendo Escuela TV.
Tengo tantas cosas que contarte.
Ay, hijo, qué gusto verte. Mi bebé.
Ay, no me digas bebé.
Lo siento mucho, pero para mí siempre vas a ser mi bebé. Pero dime, ¿cómo te ha ido? ¿Cómo has estado?
En el hospital de pronto las cosas se ponen difíciles.
¡Ánimo! ¡Tú puedes, hijo! Todo va a salir bien, ya verás.
Sí, mamá. Yo lo sé.
A la distancia, pero mi corazón es tuyo. Felicidades, mamá.
Contra el COVID, el Gobierno de México firmó un convenio con la Asociación Nacional de Hospitales Privados y el Consorcio Mexicano de Hospitales. Si eres derechohabiente o beneficiario del IMSS, ISSSTE, INSABI, Pemex o ISFAM y necesitas atención del 23 de abril al 23 de mayo, llama al 800-213-2684. De ser necesario, podrán referirte a un hospital privado. Visita coronavirus.gov.mx. Quédate en casa.
Gobierno de México.
Canal 28. La televisión de todos.
Regresamos. Esto es Escuela TV. Escuela TV, tercer grado, secundaria.
Remember that reading comprehension, it's very important. And we increase our comprehension when we practice. After the reading, let's see the instructions. According to the reading, match the following questions with the corresponding answers. Do industries use robots, global positioning systems? It can cut the grass. They use sensors. Yes, they do. Cars will drive by themselves. Number one, yes, they do. Number two, what do robots do to detect objects? Let's see the answer. They use sensors. Do you remember that part? What's the GPS meaning? It's probably the most simple answer. I'm waiting for your answer. Yes. A, global positioning system. If you read a book on your car, how will you arrive to your destination? Question number 4, and we have two options. It can cut the grass or cars will drive by themselves. What is that? That you don't need to drive your car. There will be something programmed and the car will advance. That's the answer. Then we have, what can the automower do? It can cut the grass. Let's continue. Number 6. Can this robotic dog take pictures? Do you remember the answer? Yes, the dog or the robotic dog can. What's the name of this robotic dog? Its name is Aibo. What will Aibo do if you ask it, how old are you? Its eyes will flash the number of years. What will you do if you have a robotic dog? I will play with it all day. And number 10, if you feed Ibo, will Ibo eat? No, it won't, because it was not programmed to do. Then, if we analyze the article, we detect some expressions in simple future. Check the red arrows. Robot will cut the grass. Second part, will drive itself. That is future. You will take a nap. Another future expression. Number 3, its eyes will flash the number of years. Second active pause. Second part. Now we are going to use the material. Do you remember the soda bottles? Let's use it. It's very important. Let's work our biceps. Let's start. I will become a cartoon and then take the bottles and let's make some repetitions. Stretch your body, prepare your body, and let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Continue, do it. If you do this every day, you're gonna be in a better condition. It's very important. Let's continue. Mental map. What's the mental map? Well, we have a very, very simple situation, and I want you to help me. My brothers and I bought 3 buckets of flowers for my mom to celebrate Mom's Day. Every bucket has 25 flowers. The question is, how many flowers will my mom receive the next Sunday? Sorry? Think about the answer. You're right. What's the answer? If we multiply 3 buckets of flowers with 25, per 25 flowers, we have this result. 75. That's the result. Did you get it correct? Yes? I'm totally sure you do it. Speaking time. Then, speaking time will be our opportunity, our chance for my students' participation. I asked for help to Marifer, to Isaac, to Megan, and to Chuy. They sent some audios to me, and they helped me. We are going to listen something that I want you to pay attention, and then we are going to watch and listen for these answers. I want you to identify it.
Hi, my name is Marifer, and I'm from Escobedo.
There is an audio. Yeah?
I was eating every 3 hours. I was crying so much during the day.
If we can take the volume, please.
I was sleeping so much.
So,
I was smiling when my dad arrived home. I was using diapers all day. Thanks for all.
that's it. Okay? So we have the audio. According to do, what will she do? Well, she will sleep all day. She will smile all the time. She will cry sometimes. And she will eat so much. Let's continue with the next one. And she will use diapers, as you can see it. What will he do? Then we have, in this case, I want you to listen.
Hi, my name is Jesus Eduardo Campos Garibay, and I am from Escuela City. I was listening to the radio when my phone rang. I was cooking yesterday at 7 o'clock. I was answering a test online at 3 p.m. I was talking with my best friend before I slept. I was drinking a milkshake when my mom watched a film.
Okay, so what will he do?
Thank you all, and bye-bye.
And thank you to you, Chuy. What will he do? Well, he will listen the radio. He will answer a test in the computer. He will cook. He will use the phone. And he will drink something. Number 3, what sport will he practice? And let's listen. Let's pay attention.
Hello, my name is Isaac, and I am from Escobedo. I was practicing soccer every day. I was sleeping after school. I was taking English lessons on Saturdays. I was doing my homework at afternoon. I was fighting with my brother all day. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, Isaac. So, I will practice soccer. I will fight with my brother. I will take a class. I will sleep. And I will present a test. Last one. How will she celebrate her birthday? Listen it.
Hi, I'm Megan, and I'm from Sabinas Hidalgo. I was playing video games with my friend. I was eating pizza during my party. I was taking pictures with my new cell phone. I was opening presents with my family and friends. I was celebrating when everybody sang happy birthday songs to me. And that was it. Thank you.
Okay. So, how will she celebrate her birthday? She will celebrate using the phone, playing video games, and eating pizza. Special thanks to Marifer, Isaac, Megan, Chuy, from Secondary 37, Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra. Special thanks and congratulations for mothers. Okay, I really hope that you have an excellent next Sunday, and I really hope that you receive many presents. Te recuerdo que estaría genial que participes y que le des esa sorpresa a tu mamá y tengas ese gran detalle que te aseguro será algo inolvidable o indescriptible para ella el que tú hayas participado en esta convocatoria. Les deseo a todas las mamás tengan un muy feliz día y agradezco a mi mamá por haberme hecho y haberme criado, educado de la forma en como lo hizo. Te amo, mamá. Have a nice day. It was a pleasure to me to be your teacher here on the television. Have a nice day and goodbye.
Escuela TV se transmite simultáneamente a través de Facebook, YouTube y Twitter. Síguenos. Escuela TV se transmite simultáneamente a través de Canal 28, Libertad 102.1 FM, Opus 1510 AM y Vive FM. Escuela TV se transmite por Vive FM en los municipios de Anáhuac, Sabinas, Cerralbo, Montemorelos, Linares, Galeana y Doctor Arroyo. Escuela TV, tercer grado, secundaria.